Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am coming at you today with my second most requested video, which is all about my skincare routine, the skincare products I use, all that good stuff. I've pulled out everything that I could possibly bring. I was gonna film this in my bathroom because it would have been easier, but the lighting in there is terrible, and I couldn't get anything. It just didn't look right. So rather than have like crappy video with like really crappy lighting, I figured I'm just gonna like grab my big ol' like bin here and throw all my skincare products in it, which was a pain in the ass because I wanted to show you like other stuff. Like, you know how I did my hair care routine where I went like soup to nuts, like every little thing? Well, that's what I'm doing here because sometimes like the little things make a big difference. So I'm gonna start first by saying, skincare is number one for me. I love skincare more than makeup. It's right up there with hair care. You know, like my skin and my hair, like the two things that I like will splurge on, and I will, you know, do whatever I can to make it better. So that being said, I do get hydrofacials. I get them once a month. Years ago, I used to get them like once a year, and then I went like twice a year, like a couple times a year. But now I'm religious. I get them every single month. Obviously in the beginning of the year when everything was shut down, I couldn't get them. So that, you know, but in regards to that, like last year I started going every month. And I just continue to whenever I can. I have an amazing esthetician. She is just phenomenal. If you are in my area, let me know. I will give you the hookup. I will tell you, you know, her name is Mary. She is phenomenal. I trust my skin with her. She does my hydrofacials. I've gotten a clear and brilliant. She did that. I've gotten dermaplaning. You know, she's like, whatever I'm going to do, she does it. She's amazing. And she knows what my skin needs and does it. And a hydrofacial is one of the best things you can do for your skin. It really just helps, you know, keep your pores tight, keep them clean, keep your skin exfoliated. I mean, if you've never had one, you need to treat yourself to one, because once you get one, you can never have like a regular facial again. It's amazing. And then I do get Botox. I get Botox religiously, like every 3 months. We're getting older, you know, we don't want wrinkles. And let's be real, no matter how many fancy creams and potions you have, sometimes you need the Botox to keep the wrinkles at bay. I started years ago, like in my early 30s, and I've just kept up with it because I don't want to have wrinkles. I want to have smooth skin, and I want, you know, my skin to be, you know, even toned and brightened and, you know, clear. And I don't want, you know, to have to worry. So all the products that I use, they're kind of all in that aspect. I do have kind of combo skin. I think keeping up with the facials and kind of using the right products, my skin is more balanced, and it's more normal to combo. It's definitely not as oily as it was in my 20s when I really struggled with it. And I just feel like when you use the right kind of products and then, you know, you just kind of get on a regimen, you don't have to worry. So I'm going to, after I preface that, I'm going to start with my morning routine and then do my night and then do like kind of like other things that I might do. So the first thing I do when I wash my face, I start off with my Zeo exfoliating cleanser. This has like the little micro beads in it. I've used this literally for years. I've used the Zeo line, I want to say at least maybe 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And it's my number one. Like it's kind of a pain in the butt to get because yes, they have a website and I've ordered from their website before and they have very great customer service and shipping and everything. But then you can also get them at a med spa. They don't have discounts. I mean, they're not going to go on sale. So if you're looking for a deal, you're going to just pay it, and kind of is what it is, but that's all right. And anyway, so I cleanse my skin with this, and it's, you know, the beads are very gentle. They are not harsh at all. I cleanse my skin and I rinse my face, and then I will pat my face, you know, dry with like just a washcloth. Actually, what I use, let me show you this. This is what I use to dry my face morning and night. Not the same one, a different one, obviously. These are actually like white, like microfiber cloths. You could get a pack of them actually on Amazon, really cheap, and then they wash really nice, and they're just very gentle, very clean. I would never use like a hand towel, that you would dry your hands with on your face. Like I have to have it clean, and it has to be you know, fresh. Like I would never do that. Like I have to have something that I just took out of the linen and put it, you know, there. So I will just pat my face with that. You know, if I need to, you know, help rinse anything off, I can, but these are what I use morning and night. So after I do that, I will wash it. Now, let me back up. So I wash my face every morning with that. About every other day, I will use my Zeo exfoliating polish, which is a game changer. If I had to recommend anything out of all of these products, it would be this, and it would be the complexion renewal pads, which I will talk about in a minute. This is the most amazing scrub. It is fine. It is so effective. If you suffer from clogged pores or dull skin, or just, you know, having issues, you know, just with overall texture and brightness, you need to get yourself this. I swear by this. Like, I truly believe in exfoliating a lot because it's going to constantly keep your skin, you know, your pores cleaned out, and just keep it fresh and be able to, like, you know, have your cells turn over. So you're always going to have, you know, fresh, clean skin. So this every day, this every other day. You can do this every day, but my skin, I do a lot to it. So for me, about every other day, maybe even every 2 days, depending on what I'm using, but definitely have to keep those two in my rotation. Then okay, it's upside down because I store them upside down. But these are the complexion renewal pads. They do have ones that are for oily skin. This again is just kind of like your basic ones, and I keep them upside down. That way, whenever I open it, it's always the moisture is always here, and they're always fully saturated. And I kind of keep them stored like this. And anyway, so this is my toner pads in the morning. I do not go a morning without them. I feel like it just, you know, tones my skin and just gets it ready for the day. So these are what I use in the morning. Then what I start with in the morning is this. The first thing I put on is my Alto Defense from Skinbetter Science, another amazing, amazing skincare brand. Just phenomenal. This is the vitamin C. It comes in a you know, sealed pump like this. Vitamin C I'm very picky with because a lot of like the liquids are already probably rancid and they go bad pretty quickly. The Zeo one is not bad. It came in a pump. I used that for years until I found this. But I love this, and I think it keeps the integrity of it based on the delivery system. And I really love this brand. And just like when it says Skinbetter Science, it really is all about the science of skincare and the products. They're my two favorite brands. Skinbetter is a lot harder to get. You can, if you have a consumer account, you can order from them now. They never allowed online ordering. I used to have to get it through a separate esthetician who, I mean, it was like a pain in the ass to be honest, to get the products, but I love them so much that I went through it. But this is my vitamin C, so I put that on, and I really like to let that dry. And I'm kind of impatient, especially in the morning. I kind of want to do my skincare and then get on with my morning. You know, I want to, you know, get a cup of coffee. I want to feed the dog. I want to take the dog out. You know, I want to do all this because then you have to go to work. So this little fan is like a game changer. It is truly like, it has two settings. It's just like a little fan, and it's chargeable. You plug it in with a USB. I just keep this like on top of my little cotton holder. And after I put that on, I let it sit for a second or two, and then I take this and I just fan my face so it dries, because I can't be standing there waiting for it to dry when I have things I got to do. And I actually use this in between each serum because I do want them to penetrate and to dry, but I don't want to sit there and wait. So I love this guy. I use it at night too. It's like the best invention. It's really super cheap. Again, you could get it on Amazon, and you just need it to just kind of dry your skin, and then charge it whenever you need to, but it's perfect. So, and it's very powerful too. So I like that. And I also use this too, like for my lash extensions. Sometimes I'll dry them off. Like when you wash your face and they get like really, really wet, sometimes I'll use that just to dry off the excess water. And I don't tell my lash girl, I don't know if that's okay or not, but that's what I do sometimes. Okay, so then I've done that. And then typically what I usually do in the morning, I have one of two routines that I do. The one I do 90% of the time is after my vitamin C, I will go with my exfoliation accelerator, which is your 10% AHA, which is basically going to be all your acids and all the good stuff that's going to help keep your pores clear, keep your skin, you know, turning over, and keep fighting any dark spots, anything. My skin loves this. So I will go in with that. And then I would go in after that with my daily power defense, which is my holy grail. I will never be without this. I use this every single day, no matter what. It's just, this and my vitamin C are two things I can't live without, but this one, it is so beneficial. So many amazing properties in it. I've talked about it in depth in another video, but that is amazing. And then for eyes, this is new. This is the Growth Factor Eye Serum from Zio, which comes in like a little awesome, you know, applicator where you press this and it comes out the top and you kind of apply it like this. And this is so good in the morning because it's kind of cooling, and it kind of, any puffiness you might have, you could just kind of go like that. And it's great. It has no retinol in it, so that's good. It's not going to give you any crepey skin underneath your eyes. It helps with dark circles. It helps with kind of puffiness, and just kind of gives you that anti-aging, you know, the growth factor that's in the Growth Factor Serum. This is in there. So I've really been loving this. I switched out the eye cream I usually used in the morning to this, and I love this. And then on the days that I don't do the exfoliation accelerator, because I do try to, at least once or twice a week, I try to put in place of that, my retinol skin brightener, and this is the 1% retinol. This one is the one that comes that's orange almost, and I usually do that in place of this at least once or twice a week, just to kind of change it up. Again, to treat, you know, any dark spots, anything I want to get rid of, I do that. So just in place of that, like I said, once or twice a week. If you think about it, like I try to do this on a day that I'm going to exfoliate because I just like the way it applies better. So not as often as I exfoliate, but I do try to incorporate that in there. And then after my daily power defense, I go in with a teeny tiny dab of my instant pore refiner. I mean, this thing will last you forever because I take just literally the smallest amount of it, and I spread it just through my T-zone just to keep, again, my pores clear, and just kind of, you know, make sure I, you know, keep all the blackheads away and everything. And I just kind of rub that in there and let that dry. Again, you don't need a lot of it. This will last you a very long time, and it's good stuff. And then lastly, I think for my face, I would just finish it off with my sunscreen primer. I do have a lot of other tinted sunscreens, and I should have brought them, but that would have been a whole nother video, you know, and it would have been even longer to bring out all my, you know, sunscreens. If I'm wearing makeup, I will put this on. Again, it's sunscreen and primer in one, and it flips up like that. It's very good. Otherwise, I will just use like my Revision tinted sunscreen, or anyone a sunscreen. So basically, last step is a sunscreen. And then for my neck and chest, I will use the Alastin Restorative Neck Complex. This is like the coolest thing. Like if you pull the top off, it literally has a pump. Like it's so bougie and it's so like genius that you don't have to like dig your fingers in the bottle. Like I love that. I'm like, oh, the germaphobe in me just loves it. So I just have to pump it. And this is good. I use this morning and night, but that's what I would do in the morning. One of the eye creams I will say that I usually used to use with the Alastin Restorative Eye Cream. This is very, very good. I will sometimes switch it off at night. At night I kind of alternate between this and another one, but this is what I was using in the morning before I got the Growth Factor, and this is very good too. So I think that's my morning routine. If I forgot anything, forgive me, but I think that's it. So now I have to move all this out of the way and not make an absolute disaster, and I just knocked everything over, of course. Okay, so let's start with, see, this is why I should have had to do it in my bathroom. Anyway, so nighttime rolls around. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's, you know. I wash my face at the sink. In the morning, I wash my face at the sink. I usually shower at night. During the week, I shower at night. If it depends, you know, whatever you got going on. So I did forget to mention something, so I'll touch on that in a bit of a different cleanser. So before I get in the shower, I wash my face at the sink. I take my makeup, if I'm wearing makeup that day, I take my makeup off and I wash my face at the sink. For me, it's just, I like to be in control and seeing what I'm doing, especially like making sure I don't, get something in my eyes, or cautious with my lash extensions, or like when I have my brows microbladed and you can't get your brows wet. I just like washing my face at the sink because I like to just look in the mirror and see what I'm doing instead of in the shower where you're blind and you're got one eye open to make sure the boogeyman's not going to get you. So I wash my face at the sink. So on a night that I have worn makeup or whatever, I use my makeup eraser, which is just like the most holy grail thing in the world, which is just, you wet this and you just use this to wipe all your makeup off, and it magically wipes it all off and you don't have to worry about it. Instead of doing like a double, triple cleanse to try to get it off, or using 20 makeup wipes just to get all of the makeup off, I love these. So if I'm wearing makeup, I will do this first to make sure I get it all off. If I'm not, I will just go in with cleanser. So what I don't use a Clarisonic anymore. I purchased the Qyksonic, which is not very widely talked about, but I purchased this last year, beginning of last year maybe, because I don't know, my Clarisonic was like getting, like I used to have to clean it almost every day because I'm like, I don't want mold to grow in it. And when you think about it, like there's a brush head attached to it and it's wet. So even though you like dry it and it's still wet and it's still got bristles. So every time I take it off, it start to grow like, like that mold. So I would like clean it with alcohol and it was just like aggravating me. And then it never held a charge, and I was constantly charging it, and it was just annoying. So I was looking at something like this. It's kind of like the Foreo, but it's just like a what do you call it? Like a silicone thing you wash. And I hardly ever have to charge this because it just, holds a charge. And I love it because of the way it's shaped. You could just kind of get your whole face, and then to clean it, you don't have to worry. It's like bacterial itself, and you just have to, like, I will clean it with alcohol. Like I have a spray bottle of alcohol under my sink, and like after I use it and wash it every few days, I just spray it with alcohol just to kind of clean it, even though it's like silicone and you don't have to worry too much. This is a game changer. Like my Clarisonic is sitting in a drawer, and I have all those extra brush heads, and I don't know, I should just give it away. But I will never use one again. I feel like my skin has even been clearer with this, because you can really like get up in here and really make sure you clean, your pores out, and it just kind of almost exfoliates it as well. So I use this at night. Now, my Holy Grail cleanser right now is the Skinbetter Science Cleansing Gel. I need like a gallon size of this because I love it so much. It is so good. It is so gentle. And you would think it's like a nothing cleanser because it's so gentle. It's just like a clear gel, but my skin has never been clearer since using it. And it's meant for more sensitive skin, like definitely post-procedure, or, if you really have, like, you really need gentle cleansing. Like I love this. It just makes my skin, it makes my skin feel so clean, but not stripped and not tight, if that makes sense. Like I love the feeling of my skin feeling so fresh and clean, but it's not like, oh, I can't move my face because you use something so harsh. And it just kind of balances it out. I love it. Before that, I always used the Zio Gentle Cleanser, which I still love, and I feel bad that he's being neglected, but he was a very good cleanser, and he still is very good. If you can't get that, I would definitely recommend this. It's again a gel cleanser, and this is for all skin types. The same kind of concept, but I'm very sorry that I'm neglecting him, but I'm obsessed with that guy. So oh well. So I use that, and I just squirt it or pump it right on here, wet it, rub it in a little, and then just do however long you want to wash your face. So that's what I do with that. And then after I wash my face, again, I have my fresh one of these microfiber cloths, and then I will just damp it, dry it. Even though I'm going in the shower, I still dry off my skin because I'm not really going to get my face wet in the shower unless I'm washing my hair, but then I'll just dry it. But after I don't know, that's what I do. So you guys know. So then after that, it's time for toner. So when I get out of the shower, or after I wash my face, whatever, I I tone my skin. So I use the calming toner, which is a pH balancer, which I love using this at night because I'm using so many like harsh things in the morning, like more like acids and the renewal pads or whatever. So for me, I like to at night kind of just rebalance my skin, put the pH back to normal after doing all this. And I love this, and I use it on one of these. These are the CVS Beauty 360 Extra Thick Premium Cotton Squares. These are $4 or $5 for this huge package. They look just like the Shiseido ones. They are, you know, super firm. They're not going to fall apart. I will never spend $10 for a tiny little package, or however much, or $20, whatever it was for the Shiseido ones. I just won't. Not that I found these. They're a great dupe. There's 150 of them for like $4 or $5. You can't beat that. And they're good. They're good too. It's like if you're wearing eye makeup, you can just kind of like wrap it around your finger and kind of take it off, or if you need whatever. I love these together. And then after I tone my skin, I will go in with I always start off with my Zeo Growth Factor Serum. This is plant-based. This is a very good one. Again, I love the packaging. You just have to press the top, comes out, and I apply this all over. I go up under my eyes, go down my neck, my chest, I put it everywhere. I love this. I could bathe in this if I could because it's so good. And we need our growth factors. We need, you know, for anti-aging, for just whatever your skin needs it. So if you don't want to buy the Skinbetter TNS one, which is very popular, and I have used that many times in the past, this is great. I really like this one better, actually. And it's more like a gel consistency. So I feel like it hydrates my skin too and just kind of blends right in. So that is amazing. Then what I do after that, I will go in with an eye cream. So if it's not the Alastin one, the Interfuse Treatment Eye Cream by Skinbetter Science. Again, packaging is to die for because everything is just, you know, pop up and you pump it. I love this, like very light, almost gel-like consistency, a little bit under your eyes, just to, again, keep it hydrated and keep anything, you know, you want to keep your under eyes hydrated because, you know, that's what's going to age the quickest. So after the eye cream, I kind of keep my nighttime routine very simple, very basic. I just, because I do a lot in the morning. So at night, I kind of just want everything to work. So after I do that, I will go in with, okay, this is going to be excessive. I have the 3 Alpharettes from Skinbetter Science. This is the original one, the original Alpharet Overnight Retinol. This is the intensive Alpharet. And then this is the new one, the clearing serum, which has like hyaluronic acid in it. It's more for, you know, clearing your skin and whatnot. But again, they all have the same basic ingredients. Pretty much every night I will use either the regular Alpharet, or now that I got the clearing one, I'm using this every night because I really want to give this a try and just kind of use it constantly. But before I got this and before they came out with this, I used this. You have to have a retinol. This is very gentle. It's very effective, but it's not going to give you that red, peely, irritated skin, but it's going to give you the same results, but it's not going to make it to where you can't even wear makeup or your skin is just so raw. So it's just a really amazing type of product. Like the acids that they put in it mixed with the retinol, I mean, you can't beat it. Like I said, their science is truly, you know, like no other. So I will use one of those. Now, that being said, on certain nights, I will do the intensive Alpharet with the Alpharet exfoliating peel pads, which is, this is a lot. Like I said, this is a skincare. You guys wanted to know all about my skincare, and nothing's ever just going to be the same. Sometimes you're going to have different things. So basically what I just told you, and then I have my neck cream that I put on. So on certain nights, like at least 2 or 3 times a week, more like 2 times a week, I will use the Alpharet peel pads. It's a pad that comes in a, you know, individual package like this. So let's say I'm going to do this one night. So what I would do is I would wash and tone my skin, and then I would not do my growth factor, and I would take the pad, you open it, and you put it all over your face, and it's going to tingle a little. Then I let it dry, and then I go over it again. I do it at least 2 or 3 times. because they're very saturated. And each time your skin's gonna tingle, and when it dries, you do it again. And then that, I let that set, and then I put my eye cream on, very carefully. And then on top of this, without washing it off, I put the intensive Alpharet over it. And it's like a wow for your skin. It's gonna just kind of kick it up a notch as far as making it be, brightened and tightened and just glowing. I mean, it's like you just had a mini facial, because it's just going to give your skin a boost overnight. And I mean, I definitely wouldn't do this constantly, because it is a bit much. And again, like I said, I do a lot to my skin. So I do maybe twice a week, give or take. It depends on how your skin is feeling. If it feels more like I've done a lot to it, then I'll back off. Maybe do it once a week, but usually like twice a week, I like to do it to keep my skin, on its toes. So I love that. And that, that's like a treatment in itself. So, okay, one last thing. I have a few more things to talk about. This is the SkinBetter Science Trio Rebalancing Moisture Treatment, especially in the cold months. Not that it's cold here, but when your skin needs that extra hydration, I like to put this on. It's not an oil, it's just a hydrator. It's going to keep your skin, put the moisture back into your skin. You're going to, if it's feeling tight, if it feels like, I did too much, or, oh, it's, cold out or whatever, my skin's a little dry, I put this on, whether it's morning or night, wherever it needs to fit into my routine. This is what I use as my moisturizer, as my hydrator. And it just works beautifully. Again, it's very like a gel-like consistency, and it sinks right into your skin. So that being said, I have two more things to share with you. By Zio. This is a sulfur mask, a 10% sulfur mask. And sorry, my battery was flashing at me and I didn't want it to like completely die. So I had to change that out. Anyway, what was I talking about? I was talking about this. This is a sulfur mask. My skin is very angry if I'm stressed and I get breakouts. If I need to, do something to my skin that's not going to involve scrubs and acids and stuff, this is perfect. This works good as a spot treatment, and it also works just as a mask in general, just to, if you have something, just to get it out of your skin, to purge it and to clear up anything that's there. So this is great for that. I don't use it all the time, just when I need it. And then this is the enzymatic peel, which is great as a kind of nighttime treatment. Again, I don't use this as often, maybe once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. Again, when I feel like my skin might need it, if I do this at night, I will just wash and tone my skin, put some eye cream on and put this on, and that's it, and I go to bed. I don't do anything else. I just let this work. So it's more of like an at-home, I don't even call it like a peel. It's more just like enzymes. And again, they're just going to work to, turn your skin cells over and just kind of put forth the best skin possible, and help it just, renew itself. So that is that. And I think I've talked way too long about this, and I think I've covered everything. If I missed something, please let me know. If you have any questions, please let me know. I think I tried to do it from beginning to end with everything in between and different, routines of what I do. And this is going to be a lot. Like, this is going to be very overwhelming. So you're going to probably have to like maybe refer back to it or watch it in parts, because not everyone's skin and not everyone's routine is going to be this, and this, because you have to change it and do what works for your skin. And what might work for my skin one night might not be the next night. My skin might need something else. If I got a hydrofacial, then I'm going to back off all the retinols and all that kind of stuff for at least a couple days, because it's already been treated with, a peel and all the glycolics and all that. So I'm not going to go in and make my skin get all, angry with that. I'm going to just kind of stick to a growth factor and stick to, like a trio or something like that. So you just have to listen to your skin and kind of, it'll tell you what it needs, and you'll know what your skin needs. You just need to, as we get older, there are things you need to put forth an investment in. And I think good skin is, because no one wants to age. No one wants to look their age. We all want to kind of, stay youthful forever, and just kind of, it's inevitable that we're going to get older in age, but we want to try to, you know, do what we can to do it gracefully and to do it where you don't have to worry constantly. So if we try to take care of our skin earlier on, I mean, it's never too late. Anyone can buy these products today and start, and you know, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time, but you know, you have to make the first step. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I will definitely get back to you, and hopefully, you know, you let me know if you try anything and if it works for you. So I will see you guys very soon. Thank you all for watching.